Hi, my name is Joe Ensley, and I am thrilled to be hosting a collaboration today with a fantastic YouTuber, not your typical Christian. You'll find the link to his channel in the comments. You need to go check it out. He's got some super good stuff. But today we're going to do a collaboration on how to share your faith in a postmodern culture.
Hello, my name is Chris, and I am not your typical Christian. If you've never seen my show before, we focus on bringing the light and love of Jesus Christ to the alternative communities, and I just want to say a massive thank you to Joe for inviting me onto his show today to discuss how we can share our faith in the postmodern culture.
Now, Chris is a super cool guy, and he puts me to shame with his tattoos. So, Chris, I hear you. I'm working on getting another one. We'll see. I've got about 5, but it's time to up my game to compete with you. Chris is all the way across the pond in the UK. You'd think he'd be all like,
"Oh, have a cup of tea, governor."
But instead, he's really like,
"You know that we are living in a postmodern world, and I am a postmodern girl."
But today, we're going to combine our efforts and be all like,
You know that we are living in a postmodern world, and I am a postmodern girl. You know that we are living in a postmodern world, and I am a postmodern girl.
Chris and I are both serious about sharing our faith, and today in a postmodern culture, I think that requires a different approach than it has in years past. So, Chris, why don't you start off by explaining what is a postmodern culture and what's our elephant in the room?
So the postmodern world is essentially that there are no facts or absolute values, and truth is essentially whatever feels or looks right to the subjective person who is experiencing it. Now, this can cause a massive problem from anybody of faith, because we are obviously starting from a place where we say this is the truth, we believe in this, and then obviously you're trying to give that truth to people who believe in more of a pick and mix approach to reality. So the first thing that you're going to need to do if you're going to go and share your faith to a postmodernist is to essentially address the elephant in the room straight on. We need to talk about the subjective versus objective reality, and we really need to bring that up early doors, because until you've addressed that, you cannot move through it. One of the easiest ideas that we have in order to explain the concept of universal truth to postmodernists is simply to look at the idea of things like morality. There are certain morals which transcend race, religion, country, time. They are eternal. Things like it is wrong to murder, it is wrong to steal, it is wrong to beat babies to death because they won't stop crying. These things are absolutes, and they're written on everybody's hearts. And if there are absolutes, then truth cannot be relative.
Thank you for that excellent explanation, Chris. Point 2 is that relational equity is the most important ingredient in this process. You need to be able to put yourself in their shoes and understand how their experiences are probably shaping their beliefs and sometimes even trumping a truth that they might know. I tell people to think about it like this. No one likes a doorbell ringer, a salesman coming up to your door and shoving a product on you. The same is with sharing your faith. We know we have a truth. We know we have eternal salvation. We're excited to have a relationship with Jesus, and we want to share it with people. But we have to be careful not to intrude on their personal space. We need a relational equity. We need time spent with this person, a friendship built. They have to respect us as a basic human before they're going to want to know what our beliefs are, where our faith is, and how we look at the world around us. I'm going to let Chris tell you some ways we can do that.
Thanks a lot for that, Joe. What a fantastic tip. Okay, my third point today is going to be the same as I would advise anybody who is trying to convince anybody of anything, and that is to ask lots of great questions. What you really need to do is understand where the person that you're speaking to is coming from, and to do that, lots of opening questions. An open question is simply one that usually starts with the letter W. Who, what, where, when, why. Also how. But generally speaking, they begin with the W and they'll open the person up. What do you think about this? Why do you think that? When did you come to believe this? What have you done to investigate these kind of things? It's going to give you a great basis of understanding about what they actually believe, and that's going to allow you to address those objections and hopefully get them to listen to your point of view as well. Okay, that's everything from me today. Cheers for having me on your show, Joe. I'm really wishing you all the best, and I'm looking forward to collaborating with you guys in the future. Take care of yourself, everybody. If you want to jump over to my channel, we've got lots of stuff that you're going to enjoy over there as well. See you later, guys. Bye bye.